What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we have this unique form factor flashlight, say that 5 times fast, from Streamlight called the Streamlight Wedge. And this light is so darn close to being the perfect EDC flashlight for me. I mean, it's so close. It's one fatal flaw. It's just missing one big thing for me that doesn't make it the perfect flashlight. For you, it may be the perfect flashlight. For me, it is just so darn close. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to talk about the features of this light. We're going to take a look at the beam pattern in different environments so you can see what it's like, the testing that I've done, the pros, the cons, what I think of it overall, and then at the end, I will tell you what the fatal flaw is in my opinion. As far as my quick disclosure, I have zero connection to Streamlight. I bought this off of Brownell's Palmetto. I bought it off the internet somewhere, I don't remember where. I did, however, used to work for one of Streamlight's competitors. I used to work for Inforce. I left very, very recently. Worked there for about 4.5 years. That will not affect this review at all, but I'd like to always be upfront and honest with you boys and girls. As far as affiliate links, I will put several affiliate links down in the video description. Wow, I had a brain fart there, sorry. Hopefully I can find you guys a good deal. If you want to pick one up, hook me up, use those affiliate links. Wow, I should stop recording, but I'm not. We're just going to roll with this, guys. All right, start with lumens. This bad boy has 2 different settings. On the standard setting, you get 300 lumens when you rock the dial forward, and you have to hold it. That's the THRO mode is what they call it, THRO. I'm just going to call it the high mode, and that gives you 1000 lumens. If you don't know what lumens is, how much light is coming out of the flashlight, that's pretty much what lumens is. As far as Candela, on the low setting you have 1200 Candela. So this is not a Candela monster. When you activate the high mode or the THRO mode, you go up to 3000 Candela. Again, not a Candela monster here. What Candela is kind of how the light is focused. The higher the Candela numbers, the tighter the beam, and the light will shine out further and also push through photonic barriers like smoke and things like that. So this light is a very big wall of light. It's not a very, very tight beam of light. As far as your runtime now, on the standard setting, the 300 lumens, you get up to 3 hours. And when you go to the THRO mode, the high mode, you get up to 35 seconds. After 35 seconds, the light does not die. It just goes back to the 300 lumens so it doesn't overheat. At that point, you can rock it right back into the THRO mode to the 1000 lumens for another 35 seconds, and then it will step down again. As far as the runtime, I did test it a few times, and it was very, very accurate as far as how long the light lasted. So let's start at the bottom here, so I hopefully don't forget any of the features. It is a rechargeable flashlight, and it takes a USB-C, which I personally love. Quite a few of my devices take USB-C, so I was very, very happy to see that. The body of the flashlight is aluminum, and that's just a joke, guys. I don't say aluminum that way. I've had quite a few comments about that. It's available in black or in FDE, so you can choose either color. It has some sort of anodized finish on it, and I must say the ergonomics and the way it feels is great. Just the shape and the feel in your hand, it feels really, really good. Now, the pocket clip is reversible. Not reversible so you can carry it bezel up or bezel down. It's reversible to carry it in your left or your right pocket. So I guess the belt clip's swappable from one side to the other. The way it works is when you pull it out of your pocket, you have this dial on the side here, and that's how you activate the light. That's how you spin it forward to turn it on. And depending how you pull it out of your pocket and what pocket you keep it in, you may want that belt clip on one side or the other. That belt clip also is a very deep pocket carry. The light will not stick out of your pocket at all, just so you know. I mentioned it a little while ago, but the dial on the side here is how you turn it on and off when you just slide it forward. That's going to be your 300 lumens for up to 3 hours, and that's constant on. When you rock the dial forward a little bit more, again, that kicks it up to 1000 lumens for up to 35 seconds. I'm going to hold it here and see if we can notice that after 35 seconds, the light goes back from 1000 lumens back down to 300 lumens. At that point, if you want 1000 lumens again, you can just rock the lever forward again, and you'll be back at 1000 lumens for up to 35 seconds. Another thing that's built into the dial is a battery indicator. When you turn it on, you'll see a green light come on. Obviously green is good. A steady red light means that you need to recharge soon, and if you get a blinking red light, that means you're absolutely screwed because your light is about to die. These are made in China, just so you know. If that bothers you, may not be the light for you. It has a lifetime warranty, and it is waterproof for up to 1 meter for up to 30 minutos. Before we take a look at the beam pattern, let's take a look at the dimensions and the price. And also I want to quickly thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Prime Armor. Prime Armor makes a very nice, very high quality plate carriers and body armor, and they're about to come out with some new body armor as well. I do believe every single civilian should own at least one set of body armor, in my opinion. If you want to get more information on Prime Armor, there is a link down in the video description. Now, the one thing I want to call out as far as the price, the MSRP is $150, and that is a magical made-up number. As far as your street price, you can absolutely find this guy for $100 to $80 in that price range. Of course, prices will change over time, but as of right now, that is the price that I'm currently seeing it for. So the beam pattern, let's take a look at all the different environments I tested it in and what the beam looks like. Alright, let's start off in an indoor range at 300 lumens. The targets are 5, 10, and 15 yards away from us. Also going to shine it off a wall so you can see what the 300 lumen looks like, and the hot spot, the spill, etc. And now kick it up to 1,000 lumens. Again, the targets are 5, 10, and 15 yards away. It's a huge wall of light, not a very defined hotspot, but it is definitely a very bright light. Second, we're in my front yard here. This is 300 lumens pointing at a couple trees. One of them is 5-10 feet away, the other one's about 20 feet away. Now there's the 1,000 lumens, and it's just so much brighter. Back to 300. Kick it back up to 1,000, like that fence in the distance. Huge difference between 300 and 1,000. Now, my nightly routine, checking on the chickens, 300 lumens. Every night I go out, check on the girls, lock them up. They hate the light, and that chicken should not be down there. She is being fresh. She needs to be up on the roost. Next, in my backyard, we always do this. We are about 15 yards away from that bush. This is 300 lumens, and you can't really see anything up to 1,000 lumens. You definitely see that bush at 15 yards. That's a little bit better. We'll move a little closer here. Again, 300 lumens. That's what 300 lumen looks at 10 yards. Then now we're at 1,000 yards. Again, about 10 yards, 1,000 lumens. Move a little closer again. Now we're about 5-6 yards away from that bush. That is 300 lumens you're looking at there. And then there's the 1,000 lumens again, just a giant wall of light. Last, we're in my hallway, just so you guys know what it looks like indoors. There was the change from 300 to 1,000. It's tough to tell indoors compared to outdoors. Please excuse the mess in this room. Again, I've been a slob and been busy lately with my new job. But there's 300 to 1,000. You can see it going up and down. I'm also going to shine it off of the ceiling so you can see what it looks like. I'm using the umbrellaing the light. Excuse me, I can't talk. Before we talk about the testing that I've done, let me show you the packaging. If you care, it comes with obviously the flashlight. There's a little lanyard in there and a USB-C cord. I didn't use the USB-C cord because I have a bunch of them, but it does come with that as well. Now, as far as testing, I would love some input. This is only the second flashlight light that I've done a review on, so if there's something else I should do and should incorporate in the testing of my lights, please let me know. Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. But this is what I did. I dropped the light 5 times from shoulder height onto cement, and it passed no problems, flying colors there. I did a runtime test where I left it on the THRO mode for 35 seconds a few times, timed it, and it lasts just about 35 seconds. Also did a runtime test on high where I charged the battery, put it down here on the table, and let it run for the entire 3 hours. And it pretty much lasted, it was just under 3 hours. It was like 2 hours and 50 something minutes. So it was very close on the runtime test. I also did a recharge test where I plugged it in and from a dead battery to see how long it would take to recharge 100%, but I forgot to set the timer, so I can't tell you how long that was. I will try to do that as I'm editing this video, and I'll put it up here on the screen for you. Man, I'm such a rookie. I did a carry test. I don't know if that's an actual thing, but it is now, where I just carry this flashlight every single day for the past month or so, a little over a month, and I use it every day as my EDC flashlight. And I use a flashlight bare minimum every single day. For example, at night when we go outside and check on the chickens and lock them up, bare minimum I use the flashlight every single day. And on the top of the usual, drop my keys, looking for something. Power went out. We lost power from a tropical storm and I had this flashlight during then, so I used it quite a bit. And the one thing I gotta say with the carry test is the flat flashlight here, the unique shape of it, carries a lot more comfortable than a standard flashlight, especially if you're sitting down or if you have tighter pants on. I carried it in shorts, jeans, 511 Vertex pants, a whole bunch of different things, and it's definitely more comfortable with this unique shape, whether I carried it in my front pocket or in my back pocket. Either way, I found it a lot more comfortable. Finally, I did a waterproof test. Again, Streamlight said it's 30 minutes at 1 meter, and that's exactly what I did. I dropped it in my pool. It was like 2.5 feet, not quite 3. And I left it there for 30 minutes and it passed that with flying colors as well. So based off all the testing that I've done, these are the pros that I have for the flashlight. I think it is very, very comfortable, not only in your pocket because of the unique shape, it's also very, very comfortable because of the ergonomics and the dial control. Dial control is my next pro. I think it's unique and it works really well, switching from low to high, and it's different, but it works extremely well. I like that it has a USB-C as well. I have a lot of USB-C devices, which makes life easy, and you can't beat what you get for your price with Streamlight. That's kind of a con as well. I know a lot of people, one of the reasons it's so inexpensive that it's made in China, and I know that's going to bother a lot of you boys and girls out there. Another con I have is going to be the Candela. I could live with the low Candela numbers. It's not the fatal flaw to me, but I do wish it had a significant more amount of Candela, so it had a tighter beam, so it threw that light out a little bit further. That would definitely be my vote. The fatal flaw for me is going to be the way you control and you hold it. And it doesn't have a tail cap switch, a tail cap button. And let me explain what I mean. I use this for a defensive light with my firearm. It's a backup to my weapon mounted light. And if I ever have to use my weapon mounted light, I like to hold my flashlight here so I can go out, I can go in, I can go around, I can go here, I can go wherever I want and use that tail cap button on the flashlight. And then when you're holding this like this, it's like just awkward, and you can't. I tried shooting like this, holding the flashlight, and you can't. I just can't. I need to be like this, and you can't control the dial with like your pinky or something. It doesn't work. So for me, that's a fatal flaw. I won't carry this light just because of that issue. I think everything else is perfect except for the tail cap button. If it had a tail cap button, this would absolutely be the one and only flashlight I use. Well, within reason, this would be the flashlight I used the majority of the time. If that's not a big deal to you, overall, it's still a very, very good light with a lot of cool features that I already mentioned that I won't mention again. So that is up to you. A couple people to thank before you go. One, I need to thank myself. I bought myself a bunch of new flashlights and weapon mounted lights, and you will see the reviews for all of them coming up here. So thank you, Tiberious. I also want to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Prime Armor. Again, the link and the discount code is down in the video description. These are the other companies who support me with affiliate links. Again, down in the video description. Affiliate links for this as well, down in the video description if you want to hook me up and use those. I greatly appreciate it. My Patreon supporters are absolutely wonderful. They pay for most of the ammo on this channel, so thank you to them. I am on 3 social media platforms. If you want to know what reviews I'm working on right now before they come out, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and on Parler. Last but certainly not least, let me thank you guys for watching, because it is truly appreciated. Every time you guys like a video, comment, subscribe, enable the bell notification, share a video, anytime you guys do any of that stuff, it truly helps me out, and I truly appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace!